plexus, instep, nose, groin. It was awesome. The downside to it is, in the movie, when Benjamin Bratt, that was the actor who played her crash test dummy, went to grab her, it was here. You see there's space between us? And he reached forwards and grabbed her like this. That gave her room to swing. Okay? The situation we're talking about is for a little bit more crowded, close quarters. We're at a convention, and we're close. Somebody has her arm here. You have no leverage for that first shot. I mean, she can't even get me to stop talking, and that's a real tragedy for some of you. And don't laugh when I say that. So what we're going to do, remember I said before, not stronger, smarter. Instead of ineffectively hitting at somebody who's got a hold of you, we're going to make them stop. So you're going to take your inside hand, and you're going to bring it up, and you're going to put it on the back of their hand. There's nothing they can do to stop that, and in most cases, they won't want to. Hey, she's into me. No, she's not. Step number 1, reach up, inside hand, grab their hand. Step number 2, you're going to take your outside arm, not just your hand. You're going to bring your whole arm up so that your fist is level with their face. You know where that's going, right? The next, okay. Everyone does. But the most important part, and the reason why you bring your whole arm up and not just your hand, you see where my hand is right now? It's on the side of her arm, which lets me pull her against me. When she raises her entire arm, you see where my hand is? It's not on the side of her arm anymore. It's on top. I have no choice in that. She has better leverage to bring her arm up. And bringing my hand so it's on top of her arm instead of on the side means I lose leverage. She has regained the ability to move her center. Okay? That's the single most important part of this move. So step 1, grab their hand. Step 2, bring your entire arm up and make a fist, because that's the obvious. Step number 3, you are going to swing that fist towards their face. If you're the bad guy on this, I highly recommend you take your free hand and offer it as a substitute target. Because sometimes when we're really concentrating on doing a move right, we'll remember all the parts and not the extra stuff, like don't actually hit your partner. Okay, so put your hand up. If you're the good guy in this case, when you swing, you're going to turn this way. You're going to take your inside hip, take that foot, and take a small step back and duck your head so it goes underneath their arm. Does everybody remember Bolt? The puppy with the duck and turn. Anyway. I don't remember that scene from the movie, but it's a big deal to my wife. Step 1, grab their, you're jumping one ahead of me the whole time. Look, watch. Step 1, inside hand grab. Step 2, bring up your entire arm, make a fist. Step 3, swing for the fences and duck under their arm. Step number 4, you're going to take your hand on the rebound as I'm doing. It's like a Chinese movie that's dubbed and the soundtrack's on. Step number 2, you're going to take, or step 4, you're going to take the rebound, bring your hand off, and just put it on the back of their hand. This should look really familiar now. Step number 4, you're going to twist them into a pretzel shape until they, that's on me, I wasn't tapping. A girl at our school who met a gentleman on the internet. I know today that doesn't have the negative connotations it used to. It used to be if you met somebody on the internet, it was a bad thing. Now that's kind of how we meet people. But they dated online for 2 or 3 months, and the first time they had their first real date, instead of going to a neutral place like a pizza parlor or something, she had him over to her house because she thought then she could ask him to leave if it wasn't going well. It didn't go well, and she asked him to leave, and he said no. And then he started pushing the relationship to where he thought their first physical date should have gone, which apparently is much further than I ever got in college. But he did the whole arms around and was reaching for other things, and she did this move, got him twisted up, and slammed him, went to throw him through the doorway, but the door was closed. She smashed him face first into the door, took the rebound, opened the door, and then threw him outside, closed the door, locked it, called 911, and then his parents. Guess who got there first? No, not his parents. That wouldn't have been funny. The police got there first, so when his parents showed up, the cops were already there in the yard with the lights flashing, and they were putting him in the car. And he got to explain to his parents why. That's funnier to me. She wouldn't tell me the story for 6 years because she thought I'd be angry at her. Like, angry at you? That's why I showed you that move. It's a good thing you did it. If I would have known he was doing it, I'd still track it anyway. So from the other side, it's the enhanced DVD, multiple camera angles. But I'm actually going to the other side. If this were a John Woo film, we do the exact same thing from 8 different angles in slow motion. Yes! All right, step 1, inside hand, grab their hand. Step 2, bring up your entire arm, make a fist. Step number 3, swing for the fences, duck your head and back up. Do not try to go out the other way. If you go out in front, all you're doing is this. This is not an improvement. Okay, just so we're clear, you dancing with the stars people. No, under. 1, 2, 3. And then we're done.
4.
No! Didn't need that part.
Yes, we did.
They already knew it. All right, put them to work.
All right, time to twist your partner up again.
Hurt your partner.